So yeah, so
He was
how did
standing
you?
over by the wall, just standing there. And I walked up to him and asked him, could I have this dance? And
You asked them.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was cute. Right. And he said, yeah. So we started dancing and talking and everything. And I didn't have a phone at the time. So he gave me the number of the ship that he was on and told me I could call him if I felt like it. Now that just triggered my mind because nobody had ever done or said that to me, you know, Your Highness. And so next day I walked to the drugstore and I called him. And then we went out, we went to the movies. We both loved the movies. We used to go to the movies about 3 times a week. That's every time the movie changed, we went. And in those days, you saw 2 movies, a newsreel, and usually a cartoon, all for your big 25 cents. Yes.
You decided on Monday that you were going to get married.
Yeah.
And when did you actually get married?
Friday. Yeah. So everybody just thought that I was pregnant because you get married that fast, right? And nah, I wasn't. And okay, so when we got to the church, it was standing room only. There were all the pews were filled, and on the side by the wall, and a few on the other side were the exit side. There was a few in the back where there were no chairs or anything for everybody, because nobody could believe that we were going to get married, right? And because both of us liked to party, but no. But anyway, it was a very nice wedding. Well, as I was walking down the aisle, I was saying to myself, do you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do this? Are you positive you want to do this? Because I intended to be married one time only, and which I was. But once I held his hand, when I got down there to him, I knew I wanted to be married to him. So I was. And then when we came back home, our neighbors had thrown a fabulous reception for us. Right? It was really nice. So you go from floor to floor, and, place to place, and eat and drink whatever you want.
I was young, yeah. I was young, but I remember loving them so much. Karen, she was the first one, and she was like an angel or something. I was so careful, trying to be careful with her as a young child before she started going to school, especially. And I didn't want nothing to happen to her, and all that stuff. I was very careful with taking care of her and all that kind of stuff, as far as the kids were concerned. And they went. Then Sandy, after I had Sandy, I was I had more knowledge about how to take care of a child, and I thought I was very good to Sandy. I wasn't as afraid of anything happening to Sandy with me not knowing what to do, but I studied real good, and I did try to be the best mother I could be. But I loved my kids very much. Oh, they were doing pretty good myself, and I used to make clothes for them. I would make almost all the clothes. One had one set of clothes, the other one had the same set of clothes. I don't forget what age Karen was, but she came. I thought they were cute.
So you dressed them like twins.
Dressed them, bought everything, look alike and everything. And one day Karen said to me, "Do you still have to? Can't we have some clothes?" After that, I started buying clothes from the store.
She wanted some store-bought clothes.
Like other kids looked. So, but I did start after that.
At some point, you forgave your sisters?
Not forgave my sisters. I had to forgive myself.
Oh, forgive yourself.
Yeah. Well, you know, with my sisters, none of it was my sisters' fault. They were bewildered and confused with me. You know, they loved me. I just didn't know how to love them like they loved me, you know. They accepted me. It wasn't them. It was always me, and I knew it.
Did you feel like you had to forgive your parents?
Did I feel what?
That you had to forgive your parents?
My parents did the best they knew how. They did the best they knew. I did the best I knew with my kids. You know? I did the best I knew how. They can't, whatever my kids feel as though they find as adults, they want to be mad with me or hold stuff against me or whatever. I don't care. You know? And I mean, it's them that's not feeling it, not me. You know? I felt bad, believe you me. I had pity parties, I call them. You know, until I learned how not to. I don't never have no pity parties no more. I don't need them, you know. I had to find my way, you know. I'm still working on it, but I'm having a great time. And Bonita, I'm happy as I can be. I don't know how. I call myself walking on water. I do.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm thankful and grateful. Not that I'm just free, honest. You know.
Awesome.
I don't know how to make anyone understand, but I just know myself as great, and when I find myself starting to, you know, I'm aware of what I think. So I say I know thoughts of things, you know. So I know when to change it now, or when I'm working. Sometimes my friend John can make me so sick, and I get to judging him. I don't want to judge people no more. Mm-hmm. So I work on that, and you know, when I find I'm aware. So I'm more.
Yeah.